feel very vulnerable or whatever, I'll say, oh, fuck it, I'll say a prayer. Which is, O angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day be at my side, to light, to guard, to rule, to guide. Amen. It's in the name, really. I act. Going off script. And welcome to Religion.
Religion again?
Yes. This is a video that I saw many years ago, and it's in Irish television, RT1. There's this old presenter, he's now dead. He died in 2019. His name is Byrne. Anyway, Byrne is interviewing Stephen Fry, who is comedian, actor, presenter, quite an intelligent man, really.
He's clever.
Very clever. He's asking him, the question, basically, first of all, is, I know you don't believe in God, Stephen Fry, however, if, say it is all true, do you think you're going to get in to heaven? And his response, this is his response to that question, okay? Are we ready? Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Suppose what Oscar believed in as he died, in spite of your protestations, suppose it's all true, and you walk up to the pearly gates and you are confronted by God. What will Stephen Fry say to him, her, or it?
I will basically, what's known as theodicy, I think. I'll say, bone cancer in children? What's that about? How dare you? How dare you create a world in which there is such misery that is not our fault? It's not right. It's utterly, utterly evil. Why should I respect a capricious, mean-minded, stupid God who creates a world which is so full of injustice and pain? That's what I would say.
And you think you're going to get in on
No,
that?
but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to get in on his terms. They're wrong. Now, if I died and it was Pluto, Hades, and if it was the 12 Greek gods, then I would have more truck with it, because the Greeks they didn't pretend not to be human in their appetites and in their capriciousness and in their unreasonableness. They didn't present themselves as being all-seeing, all-wise, all-kind, all-beneficent, because the God who created this universe, if it was created by God, is quite clearly a maniac, utter maniac, totally selfish. We have to spend our life on our knees thanking him? What kind of God would do that? Yes, the world is very splendid, but it also has in it insects whose whole life cycle is to burrow into the eyes of children and make them blind. They eat outwards from the eyes. Why? Why did you do that to us? You could easily have made a creation in which that didn't exist. It is simply not acceptable. So, atheism is not just about not believing there's a God, but on the assumption that there is one. What kind of God is he? It's perfectly apparent that he is monstrous, utterly monstrous, and deserves no respect whatsoever. The moment you banish him, your life becomes simpler, purer, cleaner, more worth living, in my opinion.
That sure is the longest answer to that question that I ever got in this entire series.
That's you?
So what do you think of that then?
Well, that is his opinion, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's
a very wise man, but again, it was a lot in a short space of time. It was boom, 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 boom. It was very sort of, wow.
Even that guy, the presenter, just
because he would believe in God, Byrne. So he didn't like what he was saying.
You don't like it, or in the end of the day, it's an opinion. When you ask him the question, then that is a response.
But he didn't hold back. He went boom.
Yeah.
Like I've heard a lot of people say, why is there such misery? Why are these things allowed to happen? And God stands back and does nothing. Usually, the response I get from religious people is there's always a meaning and there's always a reason, and if that person truly believes something good will happen and blah blah blah. But like he said, that example of children, you know, going through such hell, who can't even think about a God, or can't even, you know, can't even pray because they don't know how to, or anything like that. You know, they go through such misery and such pain, and, you know, sometimes natural pain, not just caused by humans. It just kind of does make me wonder sometimes, you know, why go through so much hell, even if that baby is going to go to heaven and have eternal rest. It first of all has to go through such pain and suffering. Oh, it's hard to justify, I think, you know, how a God could allow that to happen, you know. It's very dark, it's very evil. And if the God is so wise and has made all this and can do anything, then why not take away the extreme? I'm not saying God should make us all fucking rich and, you know, all that. Of course you're going to have tough times and stuff, but some of the bad things, God doesn't seem to do anything about that, you know?
Yeah, but, well, I think that's to answer the question like that. I don't think I'm I have enough knowledge to that's a really high level of a skill in terms of religion to explain what is opinion. You know what I mean? My own perspective, in my thinking, I'm thinking about when we produce something, you want to make a something, not 100% always gonna come out the way we want it, innit? You think? So, for example, if you produce that cup,
Yeah.
some can be wasted, some be some missing.
Yeah.
Not always gonna be everything is perfect.
God should be, though, shouldn't he?
How?
Well, that's what a lot of people say. You know, he's perfect. Otherwise, if he wasn't perfect, then why worship him?
There is have a sexuality involved when you have a children.
Yeah.
There is a process in terms of everyone's body as well. And yeah, everything is God created. I'm guessing, but it's very deep. This just not about a knowledge about religion. This is about a scientist as well involved.
Yeah. I know what you mean, but I mean, it's a simple question that everyone, even religious people, has to think. You know, when they see something horrible happening, I don't think that even the most intelligent religious person on earth could really give me a satisfactory answer.
They will. If you try to go to someone who really, you know.
But the answer is always going to be around God knows best.
No, there is more explanation in this. Some people who have more knowledge, more skill to explain about what is opinion. Because I think he's not trying to find the answer to someone who have a knowledge about that things. You know, for him to understand. He just have his own opinion. That's it. He's in the daily life basic. You know.
I think
children die and stuff like that, and they just judge straight away. But he didn't know behind of it. I'm guessing.
I think he demonstrated that he knows, he's studied religion and stuff because he knows all about the Greek gods and things like that. I think he has a very wide knowledge across all different things, and I think he came to that conclusion from his own research. He didn't just happen overnight with Stephen Fry. You know, he's a very intelligent person.
Yeah. I understand what he's saying, but I disagree what he's saying.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to explain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, and I'm not saying like that I, you know, look at him as some kind of idol for saying that or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's everyone's opinion. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I wouldn't be as brutal as that. You know. Because I don't have the energy, and B, I don't really I don't dislike religion or anything enough to go "Huh, huh, huh," like that. You know what I mean? But I just, I'm more of an agnostic than an atheist, I guess. But
No, that's about him with the God, isn't it? His
Yeah.
opinion about God.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not saying about him to other people. He's not telling a religion people stupid. You know what I mean? He didn't say that. So he just saying about his belief about God. He don't believe
Yeah.
it. For him, it's evil.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
He will not say he would prefer not to go to heaven because of all the bad things he's seen and because of how needy and that God is. Worship me and pray to me and don't worship anything other than me and blah blah blah. So I think he's just like, you know what, even if there is a God, I don't want that. I'd rather be in hell.
We said about that. God not demanding you to worship them. It's like most of
Inviting you, I guess.
most of the time you need to God more than God need you. God don't need you.
I
You
know,
need-
but that's the thing as well. Like, I don't need you, but you need me. But that's for another day.
Well, what I'm saying, you need God because even
I don't.
non-religion person also when you have a problem, you ask him for help. If no human helping you,
Then that's tough shit.
but you did say to me that
I did once. I have to. Yes.
and then you
That's-
say you need help from God.
Yeah, I know.
So that's everything.
I did a few
You know
weeks.
what need.
I did a few weeks. Well, I have done this sporadic moments in my life. I do actually through more habit. I think I'll go if I feel very vulnerable or whatever. I'll say, oh fuck it. I'll say a prayer, which is, O angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day be at my side, to light, to guard, to rule, to guide. Amen. Right, that's that prayer. I'll say that because I've always liked that prayer as a kid. And I'll say, you know what? I don't believe in God, but if there's a tiny little chance that he's fucking up there and he's looking at me and going, okay, you said a prayer, even though you're a cheeky fucker and you don't believe in me, I'll give you this. You know what I mean? 99.9% not gonna happen, nothing there, but there's always a chance.
So based on there, did you think who is the selfish in there?
Yeah,
Yes, you. Yes, you.
yeah. But